Welcome to Fresh Fridays. I'm Pastor Tony, and today we'll be looking at a fresh idea that you can use in your kids' ministry. So this past week I was talking with a lead pastor, and he was asking me the question that in their kids' ministry, how often should they be asking kids about salvation, about making the choice to make Jesus the boss of their life, to become Christians. And I had to be honest with him that in his church, it wasn't happening very often, that they needed to work on a little bit more. But then it led me to think, how often are you doing that in your church? You know, I remember when my daughter was 5 years old and she had a teacher on Wednesday night that every Wednesday night she would ask kids if they wanted a relationship with God or not. Maybe your church doesn't do it that young or maybe that often, but it's worth asking the question, when's the last time you gave kids the opportunity to have a relationship with Jesus? Whether you're staff or a volunteer, whether you serve every week or once a month. Have you asked a kid if they have a relationship with Jesus? If they've asked Jesus to forgive them of their sins and to come into their life and to someday get to go to heaven, but more than that, that they can pray to Father God, that they can become God's kid, become a part of God's family, join heirs with Jesus. Oh, what an exciting thing. This is why we do church. So let's not forget to give that opportunity to our kids. A couple weeks ago, I bumped into a 12-year-old who told me that she just asked Jesus to come into her life. She'd grown up in church her entire life, yet she never had anybody ever ask her if she wanted to pray that prayer. Will you be the person this week that prays a prayer with that child in your kids' ministry? Hey, this is Pastor Tony reminding you to keep your kids' ministry fresh.